Good morning, 7th class. We are starting chapter 5 in maths. Chapter name is lines and angles. We will start with rules. First is line segment. You read about line segment in previous class also. I am telling you again. A line segment is a part of a line. It has definite length, means fixed length, and it has two endpoints. Like I am drawing here a line segment. It has definite length and it has two endpoints, A and B. We can measure the line segment. So if we have to write this line segment in short form, so in symbolic form, so how we will write? We will write the name of line segment AB, and we will draw a line segment sign here above AB. That is the line segment AB. We can measure it. Okay, it has definite length or fixed length and it has two endpoints. Now next is a line. A line is defined as a line of points that extends infinitely in two directions, and it has no definite length, it has no endpoints. It means we can extend a line from both directions endlessly. Like I am drawing a line here. This is a line. These arrows shows that we can draw this line endlessly from both directions. So it means it has no fixed length and it has no end points. We can give name here PQ, and if we have to write this line in symbolic form, so how we will write? PQ we will write, and we will draw here a symbol of a line. So this is the line PQ. Next, third is ray. A part of a line with a start point but no end point. It can extend infinitely in one direction and it has only one end point. It means we know that the ray is coming from which direction, but we don't know where it will stop. So in ray we know it is starting from a point, but where it will be end we don't know. That is a ray. It has only one end point. We can give name MN. So we can't measure a ray because we don't know where it will go. Okay, so we can't measure it. It has not fixed length, but it has only one end point. So if you have to show that ray in symbolic form, how you will write? MN, and you will draw here symbol of ray. Like you can take example in this case, rays of a sun. We know that it is coming from the sun, and where it will be stopped we don't know. So, and another example is a light of a torch. Now we will talk about angle. An angle is the figure formed by two rays where two rays are meeting at a common end point. An angle is represented by the symbol this. Angles are measured in degrees. Now I am making one angle is here. This is an angle. When two rays meet at a point, then it is an angle. Two rays are making one angle. I am giving here name P, Q and R. So these two rays are called arms of angle. Okay, and this is the common vertex where two rays are meeting, so that is called vertex. This point is called vertex. So here arms are PQ and QR. Draw symbol of ray because it is in the shape of ray. And what is vertex here? Vertex means common point. In PQ and QR, what is common? Q. So Q is the vertex. And you have to write the name of angle. So this is common vertex, it is the angle. But how you will write? You will make the sign of angle, then you will write Q. Now here is one point. You can write this angle name in three ways. First way to like this, or second way how you can write? We can write angle this PQR. This is angle PQR. Or another way is RQP. Remember one thing, this common vertex point will come in center between these 2 points. Okay, so this is the angle PQR and angle RQP or angle Q. These are three ways. Now next is complementary angles. Two angles are complementary when they add up to 90 degrees. It means when we will add two angles and the sum is 90 degree, then both angles will be complementary angles. Like I am taking here one example. 60 and 30 degree are complementary angles. Why? Because when we add 60 degree and 30 degree, then 90 degree will be come. Same here I am taking one more example. I am taking here 5 degree and 85 degree. When we will add both angles, then 90 degree will come. So it means these both pairs are complementary angles, or we can say that each angle is said to be the complement of the other angle. It means 30 degree is the complement of 60 degree, or we can say 5 degree is complement of 85 degree. So what are complementary angles? When we will add two angles and the sum is 90 degree, then both angles are called complementary angles. Next is supplementary angles. Two angles are called supplementary when their measures add up to 180 degree. It means when we will add two angles and the sum is 180 degree, then both angles are called supplementary angles. Like 60 and 120 are supplementary angles. When we will add 60 and 120, so 180 will come. So it means 60 and 120 both are supplementary angle. I am taking one more example. I am taking here 180 degree. When we will add it, so 180 degree will come. It means these are the supplementary angles. In this point also we can say that each angle is said to be the supplement of the other angle. It means 120 degree is the supplement of 60, or you can say 80 is the supplement of 100, or you can say 100 is a supplement of 80. So these are the supplementary angles. Next point is adjacent angles. Two angles are adjacent when they have a common side and a common vertex. If it means I am making here adjacent angles. There are two angles, angle 1 and angle 2, and both are adjacent angles. Why? Because they have common vertex. Both angles are on common vertex. They are on only one point. I am giving here name P, Q, R and S. Now angle 1 and angle 2 at a common point, that is Q, and they have common side. If I am writing here angle 1 name, that is angle PQR, angle 1 is angle PQR. Now I am writing the name of angle 2. Angle 2 is RQS. RQS. In both angles, that QR ray is common. QR ray is common. देखो, in angle PQR, QR is coming. In angle RQS, RQ is coming. This ray is coming. It means both angles are adjacent angles. Angle 1 and 2 are adjacent angles. So what are adjacent angles? If they have common vertex and common arm, then they are called adjacent angles. Next point is linear pair. A linear pair of angles is formed when two lines intersect. Two angles are said to be linear if they are adjacent angles formed by two intersecting lines. The sum of angles in linear pair is always 180 degree, like this. There are two angles, angle 1 and angle 2. Both are linear pair. Why they are linear pair? First of all, they are adjacent angles, common vertex and common arm. Okay, and there is a one difference between adjacent angles and linear pairs, that the sum of linear pair of angles of linear pair will be 180 degree. But in adjacent, it is not necessary that the sum of adjacent angles should be 180 degree. It is not necessary. But in linear pair, the sum of both angles should be 180 degree. It means what is the value? There is no value given. So we will take only angle 1 plus angle 2. The sum should be 180 degree. If I will take one example here, this is the 90 degree and this is the 110 degree. When we will add 90 and 100, I am taking here not 110, I am taking here 110 and here 70 degree. Okay, when we will add this 110 and 70 degree, so 180 degree will come. It means both the pair is the linear pair because they have common vertex, common ray, and the sum of angles is 180 degree. It means the pair is the linear pair. Next is vertically opposite angles. We can write in short form also VOA, VPA. ठीक है, vertically opposite angles are the angles opposite each other when two lines cross. When two lines intersect or cross, the vertically opposite angles so formed are equal. It means how we can make vertical opposite angles? When two lines will cross to each other or intersect to each other, then the angles, those who are vertical to each other, means opposite to each other, like this, angle 1, angle 2, I am making here another two angles, angle 3 and angle 4. They are vertical opposite to each other, so that the pair is a vertical opposite angle. Like here angle 1 and angle 2 both are opposite to each other, so they are vertical opposite angle and they will be equal. Vertical opposite angle are always equal. Like next pair is angle 3 and angle 4. This angle 3 and angle 4, they are also vertical opposite angle, they are opposite to each other, so they are also equal. So these both pairs are vertical opposite angles. Okay, these are the vertical opposite angles and they will be equal to each other. Now we will do first question of exercise 5.1. First question is find the complement of each. You have to find the complement of 20-degree angle. Now you know what are complementary angles. The sum of complementary angles should be 90-degree, but here is only one angle is given. You have to find second angle. So we will assume that let other angle is x. One angle is given, other angle is x, and you have to find the value of this angle, and it is complement. It means the sum of both angles, it will be 90-degree. So we will add 20 and x. So sum will be 90-degree because both are complementary angles. Now you have to find the value of x from here. So what you will do? 20 will go there. Here is the sign of 20 is plus, so when it will go there it become minus. So x will come here only, x is left here. We will write first of all this number, then this number will come, it will be of minus. So 90 minus 20, 70-degree. It means 70 is the complement of 20-degree. If you have to check that your answer is correct or not, add both numbers. 20 plus 70, it is 90. It means they are complementary angles. Same in this question we will do. We will assume let other angle x and the sum of both angles will be 90-degree. Here you have to find the value of x, then 63 will go there. Here is 63 of plus, when it will go there it become minus. 90 minus 63. So what will come here? 27-degree. When you will add this both 63 and 27, so what will come? 90-degree. Now second question is find the supplement of each. First is 105. Now you have to find the supplement. It means the sum of both angles should be 180-degree. So let other angle x. The sum of both angles should be 180-degree. 105 plus x is equal to 180-degree. Again same method we will adopt here. 105 is there of plus, when it will go there it become minus. Do subtraction, it will be 75-degree. So when you will add this both numbers, so 180-degree will come. Now next B part. Again let other angle x, the sum of both angles will be 180-degree. 87 will go there. Now we will subtract it. It will be 90-degree. This is your homework. First question, exercise 5.1, find the complement of this angle, and second question is find the supplementary of this angle.